Hi guys, welcome to Martinmade. My name is Stephanie, and today my video is what it's like being in the hospital during COVID. Okay, so I have been in the hospital now for 3 weeks and COVID is going on. And so thus my face looking like it is and my hair looking like it is. Very disheveled. But this is a video on what's been going on since the last video I posted just the other day. But actually that video was posted like a week after I filmed it. So I'm going to kind of give you an update and show you some of the stuff that I am doing to keep myself busy. I have been in the hospital. I was in a hospital for 1 week with one thing, and now I have been in the hospital for I'll be going on 2 weeks in the hospital again. So we're gonna get started on this video, so let's go. Okay, so being in the hospital during COVID has been not the easiest. First off, where is it? Here it is. Everyone has to wear a mask when they're outside of the room. The doctors and nurses have masks and shields and all kinds of stuff on. So it's not the easiest thing, but it's not near as bad as I thought it was going to be. And there are cases of COVID here at the hospital I am at, so I'd much rather be prepared. You have to put hand sanitizer on or wash your hands before and after you do things. Makes perfect sense. Anyways, but there are some things that I have been finding over the past couple of weeks that are actually very helpful for passing the time. And so one of the things that I have found is just having something to eat and something to drink. Sounds terrible, but sitting around, loafing around, having nothing to do, sometimes you can eat and drink more than you're supposed to. But drinking some water, keeping that on hand, and having some snacks. Try to make them as healthy as you can, but that's okay if you can't. The other thing I would suggest is reading. Now, I'm not much of a reader. My sister-in-law gave me this to read. I have a couple other books, and a friend of mine has some books that she was gonna bring by or send with my husband. But reading is another thing. Get caught up on some reading. Do some stuff that you haven't been able to do. One of the things that I have been able to do a lot more is read my Bible. Now, some of you actually do know that I am a Christian, and I do put verses on every single one of my videos. I do that because I want to share God's word with others. And some of you might not like that, others might, but it's very dear and close to my heart. And so it's something that I have chosen to do. But since I have been in the hospital, it has given me time to read through the Bible. And so that is another thing that I've been able to do. The other thing, my husband just got me this, and so I have been coloring. Last night I colored that. I know I don't know, to me, coloring as an adult without any kids around is kind of one of those odd things. Some people love it. I have not really done it all that much, except when I'm with my little boy. And so we we do color together, but this is the first time I've really done any kind of just coloring just to color. So that was another thing. The other thing is have some magazines. My mother-in-law gave me some magazines, and it's nice. It just kind of gives you something to read and pictures to look at and stuff like that. So that would be something else. Another thing I decided to do today is to make a list. Actually, this list is something I have been doing to keep track of your medicine and what day it is and when you take your medicine and when you have your testing done. This is something I've been doing for the past few, maybe week, I would say. Have a checklist that you can use. The other thing I decided to do actually yesterday and today, actually it would have been today, I decided to make a countdown. So basically today is Monday and I am supposed to get out on Thursday, but they keep changing the day on me. Like they told me I could get out after the weekend, and then after the weekend they told me, okay, it'll be by the end of the week, and then at the end of the week they're like, oh, we want to keep you another weekend, and then now they want to keep me to the end of the week. And so this is my countdown. I'm not sure if I'll be making another one of these, but this is something that I have decided, and I'll just rip off the day when it's done, and it'll kind of be like a countdown of the days. So the other thing I have been doing since I came is this. It's called Memories from a Mother's Heart. This is a book that mothers write in, and it's memories from when they were kids or all kinds of things, all kinds of their memories that they write down. And it's got little pockets to put pictures and all of that stuff. And you do this, and then either when you get older or you pass away, your children have this book of your memories that are all written down. And I have enjoyed doing that because one day when my two little kids get older and I am either old or my mind is not what it used to be, or even when I pass away, my children will have a piece of my memories. And so maybe sit down with pen and paper. It doesn't have to be anything amazing, doesn't have to be a book like this, but sit down with pen and paper and start writing out things you remember from your childhood to when you met your husband, or the friends you had, the teachers you had, all of that stuff. So those are some of the things that I have been doing while in the hospital. Another thing is I have received a ton of cards from family. I'll show you that right now. They have all just kept in contact. I would have to say another thing to do is get into a show, like a TV series that's long, depending on how long you're going to be there. Get into a TV series or watch movies. That's something else you can do. One of the things that I've been doing is I've been playing some games on my phone, and I've just kind of been playing. I've got a drawing game that I do. It's called Draw Something, and I do that with my mother-in-law and my aunt and my sister-in-law and family, just family that I have. We play back and forth. It's quite a fun game. So I would have to say just get into something like that passes the time a little bit. Get up and walk. get around, try to do things. At the end of the day, I try to do some yoga, and I try to do some jumping jacks and some squats, and just trying to get some blood flowing rather than just sitting around all day doing everything under the sun, but not getting up and getting the blood flowing. Now, mind you, I do have to take blood thinners every single day because they want to make sure your blood is thin enough so you're not getting blood clots. So I do that at night every single day. I have to have blood thinners, but once I get home, everything will be good with that. But those are some of the ideas I have if you get stuck into the hospital. It doesn't have to be during COVID, but just some things that if you get stuck in the hospital, just a few things that you can do to try to pass the time, make it go a little faster. I know this is not one of my normal videos. I will give you an update. Since my last video, I have been doing a lot. I have had blood work every single day. Sometimes it's a vial or two, sometimes it's 5. It just depends on what they're testing. And then I have my vitals taken a couple times a day. That's fairly normal. Then I have an EEG every single day. They were trying to take me off of one medicine and get me up onto another. But on Thursday of last week, I had a seizure while I was getting my EEG. And they found that I was having little seizures, and I was able to respond and talk and act like normal, even though the EEG showed that I was having little seizures. But then I went into a full-on generalized tonic-clonic seizure while I was having the EEG. So that is where we are. They decided to keep me on all of those meds for right now. I haven't figured out what they're doing this week, but they want to keep me till Thursday. They are looking over the EEG, and they plan on doing EEGs the rest of this week. I'm supposed to go for one today, but I haven't had one yet, and it is 4 o'clock. So I'm not too sure what's going on. But this is an amazing hospital. They have a specialized department that is just for people with epilepsy, and their whole focus is on epilepsy. So they have teams of neurologists that work just with us, and they're trying to help me. And so they said that I can either be here a few weeks and we can get this figured out, and we can get the right dosage of medication and make sure the activity level is little to none, or you can go to your neurologist and you can work for years on trying to get to the right levels. And so that's where we are on my time here at the hospital. That's an update on where I am. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. For those of you who are new to this channel, this is not a normal video, I promise. Normally I'm at home doing crafts and all kinds of things like cleaning, and this summer we'll be starting back, I believe, on beekeeping. I have to double check with my husband on that. But I would love for you to subscribe. If you're new, you can hit that little bell, and you will be notified anytime I upload a new video. And those who would like to comment down below, I would love to hear from you. I'm sitting here doing nothing but watching YouTube, reading, writing, walking around, trying to bide the time. So might as well talk to somebody. So I would love to answer your questions. Just get down in the comments below and we'll chat. So I'll talk to you down there, and I hope you have a great day. God bless. Bye.